on age?
Yes.
I don't really think things like that because I don't know anything about this study. But what I believe in, I don't think things matter with age. I think it's really about character and personality and the way you handle situations. Their maturity, emotional maturity, mental maturity, and how people deal with certain situations.
For Fred, how did you, no, in your opinion, how do you properly end up a relationship?
Um, how do you probably end?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, you talk and you say it's over. No, but I think that you just exactly. You really just have to talk and settle it. Everything. If it's really the end, it's really the end, and you have to. Someone has to say it, basically. Before something.
Someone
really
has to
ends.
take the initiative.
Exactly.
For
Yes.
for you, did you feel like being a mistress when you were trying to fight or compete with Lexi in that in the play? Because like she was with Lexi was with Fred in Bohol, and then you were asking
Yeah.
you were
In
in
Bohol for
yes.
2 weeks, yeah.
So did you feel like you were competing and you were like a mistress in the
At that point, when I was asking, it was the only time I'd ever asked. For me, that's how I thought about it. Because prior to that, when he said that he had a girlfriend in Kwentuhan, I was in too deep. Wala na. Parang gusto na kita. O paano na? Di ba parang ganon?
Yes.
And then, it gets to I guess everybody has their limits. And then it will just get to a point where, okay, I can't take this anymore. I gotta know, who do you choose? Me or her? Like that.
okay. So
I'll ask Fred a question if it's okay. Which part of Topper is Fred in real life? Because you're so comfortable with the role and you're sort at ease with it. So which part of Topper is Fred Law?
Okay. Well, what I did was when I prepared, when I was, kind of making Topper's character, what I would do is always put a little bit of myself into it. Like, how would I handle this situation? What would I do if I had two girls on my hands? And that's exactly what you saw there. So I think that there's a little bit of me in everything about Topper, But I won't cheat, but yeah,
We
I
don't
think
know
but the Topper in the show is basically a side of me, a side of me that I chose to show and put into that character.
When it comes to his behavior and his attitude specifically, his passion for art is a large portion of that Fred Law in real life.
Yeah, I mean, I love art. I'm also, I would consider myself an artist. I sketch, I draw, and apart from being the artist, all those little nuances also came from me. Like yung mga away, ganon. That's how I would really get irritated. So I think, yeah, that's me.
okay. Because this is talking about relationship, right? So the common ground normally would no, people would say to make a relationship work, they would always find the common ground. Do you necessarily agree with that particular tip or
Common ground,
insight?
you
Yes.
mean like you have to be
Yeah.
on the same page?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, you have to be on the same page. I mean, that's definitely a factor for a relationship to work because if you want different things, then there's no way you guys will be able to communicate properly.
Okay.
But if you keep it honest and if you lay out everything that you want from the relationship and talk about it, I guess it's up to you what you're willing to compromise and what you're willing to adjust to. So like some people may not want to, some people will. It's really a matter of choice and what you decide to do. Whether you're going to adjust to what you want or demand what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there was this scene, the rooftop
Yeah.
scene, right? So, it Fred was showing that he saw a particular part of Gabby na pwede silang mag-click because they share the same interest.
Yeah.
So, but with you, because you're a surgeon, right? So, paano ko ba sasabihin? You don't is it necessarily yun nga, common ground ba, or it's just like respect for someone's differences?
I think that when you say common ground, there has to be at least something that ties them together. Not necessarily career or hobbies, but the most basic thing, values. Parang kung hindi kayo pareho ng values, paano kayo magtutugma? And in the long run, how do you, for example, raise your kids if you don't have the same values?
Yes,
Diba? So, yun na yun at the very least. But then, there's also that factor of supporting each other. May ganun din. And I guess that's also a value, that you are supportive to each other, but you don't necessarily have to be exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's about it.
Question in general, all three can answer. Which part of Sa Wakas are you so proud about? You know, being a lead cast. So which part of the musical are you so proud about?
I think for me, personally, the thing that I'm most proud about is that we were able to put this out there. Most of us, majority of us in this team, all started together. And, you know, in college, and we were all friends, kind of, and to have something from nothing, that is amazing. And the heart that was put into this production, there's just so much. So, I can't believe we're closing, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mine's pretty much similar. I think what I'm so proud about with the show is, one, that it's original.
Yes.
I love that we put something up original, and everyone who worked on this production, from the production team to the writers to the producers, the band, the creative team, the actors, everyone was just so generous. Everyone, it's the people, it's the generosity of everyone who put work into the show, and that is what's inspiring. And doing something for local art, because we have original material by
Yes.
local artists, and we have original music, original Filipino music. It's putting it all together, and that's what's exciting, and yeah,
And
inspiring.
in Tagalog.
First.
For me, what I'm really proud about is the fact that, somebody took the chance to do this, this kind of production where we take OPM and put it into a musical. A lot of people have been talking about this for a long time, and parang Culture Shock and French Manila, they were the first to do this, and that's why we're so proud of it, because it's not naman parang it's the first one. I don't know if but it's officially the first one for me.
I guess.
It's the first time.
As far as I don't know, it's the
Diba?
first one.
As far as we all know. And I'm just so proud that we're all part of this. We get to be the pioneers of things like this. And I'm sure that after this show, a lot of other shows will follow, because it's amazing. If you watch
Yes.
it,
Yes.
There's heart, there's the Filipino, yung oomph ng Pinoy, and nandyan eh. And that's what we love about it so much. And the high notes, I'm really proud. I
Yes.
could not reach those songs before, but now, and I think that that's what's so great about it, because we all pushed ourselves, parang lampas kami sa limit namin through this show. I mean, the emotions, the production, the acting, the singing, it's just...
And
I'm
to
so
add
proud
to
of it.
that, everyone was really open with helping each other.
Yes.
Yun. So parang walang mga...
Walang sapawan.
Yeah, tsaka okay lang magtulungan. It was very collaborative, and
Very
that's not
supportive.
super common.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very pleasant working environment. Supportive.
Okay. So what I'm